real person who is going to attend the problems of the world. So allow me to share my study, and I understand that this study will improve. This study is going to improve the thought process of we people in the academics. This includes the students, this includes the professors and lecturers, this includes the researchers, this includes anybody as a citizen attending this conference. So allow me to share my screen. If there is a problem, let me know. I hope you all can see my screen. Can I get a feedback? Can you see my screen? Professor on the console, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So today, as I told you, I'm going to talk to you about, it's a very short one because I don't want to take much of your time. This is a very short one. What is the role of emerging technologies and management in enhancing the well-being of rural Indians? Why I say this? The purpose, as I told you before, when you go to the real rural India, maybe also in the urban India also, we acclaim ourselves, we are the top. But there are a set of people who needs real support from us. So let's see which all areas we can work together as a scholar, as a student, as an academician, as a high institution of higher education, as a university. So we all acknowledge that if you look at Kerala, because that's the state from which you and all us belongs to, you can see a lot of multi-speciality hospitals in the healthcare. And also you can see that these multi-speciality hospitals are well managed by business conglomerates. But did you ever thought of an ordinary Indian? Does he has the affordability to get to these multi-speciality hospitals? So once you talk about healthcare, we all think that when you have a disease, go to the hospital, get better treatment. My question to you all my attendees, why can't we think of a management come technology framework in which can we help our rural citizens? I don't know the village to which your institution Sarabai is located, but I can tell you, you approach a specific rural village or a panchayat ward in your place and try to develop a system. When I say system, don't think that take the computer, make the screens, makes the app. No, a system means it has input, it has process, it has an output, it has a feedback. So think of a system on a plain paper, at least in one ward, one local panchayat ward. Can you improve the health and living style of the people around you? So what you have to do, you go to a particular place, a set of homes like 20 or 50 as students under the guidance of teachers. You may be from engineering, you may be from management, you may be researcher. Go there and study what are the major problems they face to manage their health. What are their eating habits? What are the normal food they consume? Somebody having a diabetic eating more glycemic index food. So you will get an idea. From that, develop a process how these people can be educated, how these people can be trained. So you see, instead of going to a healthcare center, or one side on the background, you are helping to develop the health of the people. Now, some of you may be interested in sports. Of course, I go for running regularly. I like sports. So what you have to do if you are interested in sports, on the same side, everybody cannot afford a multi-gym. Everyone, those who can afford also, they cannot have the time to do it. But it is not necessary that healthy lifestyle means a full-time muscle building. So can we have a group of people? ഒരു കൂട്ടം ആൾക്കാരെ കൂട്ടായ്മ ഉണ്ടാക്കിയിട്ട് രാവിലെ അവരെ കൊണ്ട് കുറച്ച് എക്സസൈസ് ചെയ്യിക്കുക, കുറച്ച് റണ്ണിങ് നടത്തിക്കുക. So you can see their life changes. So these are some initiatives which we can improve the life of people. Now, education. If I am at my home, I have a number of students who come to my home to learn mathematics, science and different subjects. ഞാൻ നാട്ടിൽ ചെല്ലുമ്പോൾ ആൾക്കാർ ജിജു നീ ഇവിടെ നിൽക്ക് പിള്ളേരെ പഠിപ്പിക്കാൻ പറയും. You know, that will alone sustain my livelihood. So that is why I am at Kampala. But you know, when you are at your village, നെയ്ബർഹുഡിൽ 5-10 കുട്ടികൾ നിങ്ങൾ don't teach for money. If they are ready paying you some money, it is okay. Teach them mathematics because you are engineering people. Teach them basic subjects because you are good to go people. ഒരു 4-5 കുട്ടികളെ നമ്മൾ പഠിപ്പിക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ what will happen? These students will develop themselves. And tell those students the same side, it should be a chain of action. You should also teach your next neighbors. So you can see your village or the place at which you live, it is being getting developed, getting development. So it is not you need a big technology to do. Later you can develop some apps and things. The next one is financial inclusion. When I say this, I know I'm not the right person to speak this because
Excuse me, sir.
can you hear me?
Can you, sir?
Is that okay?
Yeah, the screen is not visible, sir.
Oh
I'm
my
showing
God.
Screen.
Screen is not visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think let me. So you are not seeing anything from my screen?
Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry for that. Let me do it once again. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So see, whenever you don't see, no, what you have to do, let me know. Otherwise, what will happen? I'll keep on talking. ഇപ്പോൾ കാണാമോ സ്ക്രീൻ കാണാമോ?
Yes, sir.
And I hope you were able to listen me well what I was speaking. അത് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് okay ആണോ?
Yes, sir.
Right. So whenever there is a problem, you ping me up. Don't wait. Okay. So what I'm saying, you know, നമ്മുടെ നാട്ടിൽ we have Google Pay and many things that is happening. But how many of them know very well? Now, what is a financial inclusion? It also accounts for saving money also. So you people, no, attendees, we all can train the people how to have little savings. And even at the end, you can develop an app for that one. So what I'm saying to you all, see, we are in a world of technology. But the question comes as whether all these emerging technologies and which is inclusive with management is reaching the real people. So what we have to do here, we have to make sure that we all have some responsibilities. We all have responsibilities and how we can make ourselves to work on it. See, this is actually, you know, this is a part of our life. നമ്മുടെ ഒരു ലൈഫിൻ്റെ ഒരു ഹാബിറ്റും കൾച്ചറും ആക്കി നമ്മൾ മാറ്റുകയാണെങ്കിൽ മാത്രമേ നമുക്കിത് പറ്റുള്ളൂ. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ എന്താ ചെയ്യുക? വാട്ട് വി ഹാവ് ടു ഡു, ലെറ്റ്സ് ട്രൈ വർക്കിംഗ് ഫോർ ദാറ്റ്. So let me tell you why rural India matters. I hope you can see my screen. I need a feedback from the console. Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes.
All right. Okay. Now,
Yes, sir.
when you look at Kerala, our average population density comes around 950 people per square kilometer. And if you look at Kerala alone, almost every house has either broadband connectivity or they may have internet and many things. But this is not the case of all rural India. And the same is not the case of every part of Kerala which you belongs to. നിങ്ങൾ നിൽക്കുന്ന എല്ലാ സ്ഥലത്തും ഒരേപോലെ ആയിരിക്കില്ല ഈ connectivities ഒക്കെ. Because if you take India, it is a very large population, over 1.7 billion. Now, we have to understand ours is dominantly an agriculture local economy. That is more important. Then we have a good social and cultural fabric. Even if our agriculture, even our eateries, even what we consume, our festivals, everything are in this cultural fabric, societal cultural fabric. But what we have seen, as I told you before, we have big challenges in healthcare access. Quality education is also a challenge. Maybe, I don't know, Kerala may not face it, but if you go to the places like, hilly areas, there is a challenge in that one. Quality education is a challenge. Because many of you may be studying in very good places, but this is not the case for others. So we cannot compromise it, but what we can do, we can support it by using research, technology, and management. The other problem, we always talk about the challenges of getting a job. We say that we are over unemployed. And there is a time people say that, okay, if you do a BTech, if you do any degree, you don't even get a job. And even I was watching a YouTube video from an eminent journalist saying that don't study medicine now because you are getting a cheap job. My question, are you doing a profession for money or are you doing a profession for your satisfaction? You have to balance it. And in Kerala, some kind of news has been evolved that even if you study MBBS, you may not get a better salary. So what is happening to our livelihood opportunities? Now, digital connectivity, I don't want to mention it much more because always in Kerala or in India, we have a kind of framework. We try to maintain all digital connectivities. But remember, we are a federal republic and our country can grow and develop when the rural part develops. That's what Gandhiji told. The development should start from the village. And we people, the attendees here of this conference, at least after this conference, an initiative has to happen from you by which you are going to develop the world around you. So this is why I am putting this presentation. When you look at even you look at your village, the village from you come, we have many barriers. First thing, if you take typically Kerala, almost all the households are bit age old. Youngsters are away, they are moving out. Even my dad and mom, they are 87 years old. My dad is healthy, so he can manage to move with all the parts, all the places, going to village office, going to cities, going to panchayat and things. But imagine, if the person is a bit more age old or don't have that physical capacity, then distance becomes a problem, remoteness becomes a problem. Now we have infrastructure limitations also. What is the infrastructure limitations what we have? Now somebody has a problem, somebody want to engage some clarification, sometimes we may not get the people to do it for them. So maybe a kind of service, digital service in which people can interact. It can be local web chat, voice chat with less technology complexity, simple complexity with simple things. Then one thing what you have to understand, if you call a plumber to your home, you don't get a plumber. If you call an electrician, you don't get an electrician. Now what we think ourselves, what is a skill? If you are a good researcher, if you are a good professor, or if you are a big person, that is the basic thing. I insist you all learn the basic skills to run a home and run a village. There is no harm in learning plumbing, because when I am 53 years old now, because when we were studying, we used to do multiple jobs. We used to go for wiring, we used to help others, we used to do farming, even we used to go for trucks and jeeps and taxis, and we all work. So, that kind is different. So I don't say the youth is not doing that. You are doing it in different areas. You may be for going for a parcel delivery or for working for Zomato or working for Uber and all. But I say, let's learn some skills also that will enable to help the neighborhood, help our home. So then moreover, if you look at, we all have lot of transactional costs. What is that transactional cost happens? The money what we spend unnecessarily for unproductive things. Internet is maybe one of the major thing. How much gigabytes we are using in our life just for watching things which are not helpful for us. So we should know how to learn this one. So what I say, when we have rural barriers, try to overcome that barriers to new opportunities. Like, we know our background is farming and we are trying to move from farming. Healthcare access. So try and go and learn in the places and try to develop such systems. Of course, I'm not saying the other developments are not required. I'm saying everything is important, but my focus of discussion today is how a rural citizen can become bit more empowered. So try to find, as you try to find, how can we improve access, how can we improve efficiency, how can we improve connectivity, how can we involve decision making, inclusion and scalability. Develop prototypes which are less costly, which can be later converted to a scalable model. So this is why emerging technologies matter. Now management and technology both are interlaced. We cannot keep technology isolated with management, and we cannot keep management isolated with technology. They are on the both sides of a coin. If the coin has to be valid one, it has two sides. So technology and management, but I am not able to fix which is the head and which is the tail. Both are same. So what we have to do, technology is not alone enough to develop rural India. We need a transformation there. Management makes. As students of management or practitioners of management, those who develop technology, we should also initiate a change management. So I don't wish to give this as a lecture, but I want you to use it. Let a spark comes in you. I'm going to do this for my village. I'm going to do this for 10 of my households. I'm going to develop a precision small farming system. At least when there is a drought or when there is less water, let a motor automatically opens using a small sensor. You can do it. You can do it. Let me also collect data about the yield of a particular crop and how to improve it. For this, you don't need to be an agriculture scientist. You don't need to be somebody graduated from the agriculture university. You don't need a big degree with you. You don't need to study in MIT. This is common sense application. So these all will help us. These kind of management matters will help us for effective management. Technology transition. We can teach people how to use technology, improve technology. We can help people how to adopt technology. You remember, hope you may be guiding your grandparents how to use the mobile phone. Similarly, the technology what you develop, help a change manager. Don't think for money first. Think of the happiness what you get when you change the livelihood of a ordinary person, not a big person. So we are creating a community that will become meaningful through management, change management. So technology once develop a technology, help to scale up the technology, help the technology to reach people by change management, and help the people to use the technology by technology adoptions and training and community support. Remember, human beings, we cannot live separately. We are community people. Don't think that there is no world outside your door of your house. There is a big world. We all are growing up because of that efforts and support by this world. So we have a big role in creating the impact. So as I told you, I'm quickly going through this. My study objective was to examine and explore what are the challenges faced by rural India. But I have not done a full rural India. I taken a small part of the state and tried to see what are the barriers, what are the important roles, what we have to face. Because if you look at Kerala, in every 20 kilometer you can see a multi-speciality or a good hospital. And every 200 kilometer you are going to see an international airport. But even with so much development, we are facing challenges. So what I have done a thematic review of literature, and I approach some institutions and I approach common people. From that, what I have seen that with the following thematic areas in healthcare, education, agriculture, livelihood, financial inclusion, and governance and delivery. So, but quickly I tell you, there is a big role for telemedicine. Because if you go to any village, there may be a very local doctor. He may be a homeo medicine doctor or maybe a local MBBS person. Now, if this person has some kind of access to top leading other people, then telemedicine can be done. And health information can be passed through mobile. That is mobile health. That is only by mobile phones. Apart from that, even if you can get some NGO support to create a mobile health van, it will be helpful. some space for digital diagnostics, rural access to care. Because the most people who are suffering, age-old people who are living in the villages. I want to check with the console team. Am I audible? Can you see my presentation? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
I'm
Yes,
okay?
sir.
Alright. Now,
Yeah.
next part is education. We always think that we have the best educational circumstances. Let me ask you, once you complete your higher education, how many of you are confident that you can execute something? So this needs some practical applications. And e-learning can help. You all can develop e-learning contents. Instead of developing some YouTube blogs, why can't you develop some e-learning content of a course or a subject in which you have more interest? Maybe you are good at mathematics. If you develop e-learning content in mathematics, publish it in YouTube. It will help people, man. The simple techniques what you use. And if you don't have access to get people close to you, do some virtual classrooms. You using Google Meet. Let some people study from you. And you can help yourself to write books. You can develop digital contents. Make a cohort of teacher to student support. Because I recall in 2002 when I was doing my MCA Master of Computer Application project at CUSAT University, the professors were helping us, my batch and the students from CUSAT. I was studying in a different university, but they come in the night, they helped us to develop the project. You see, this is the spirit of life. This is the spirit of life. How many of you have the courage to go to your faculty members and ask them, I need your help? And how many faculties and researchers are good to go with, okay, let me sit with this student and develop something? This is the thematic areas in which we have to focus. Most important is agriculture. AI has a good scope. I don't want to speak more on that because we are also developing some AI systems. AgriBrains, we are working with the National Agriculture Research Organization in Uganda, and ISBAT, we are trying to develop this. So what I say, agriculture, focus on agriculture. The next world is for agriculture. We can develop smart tools and even we can help people to develop rural support. Remember, don't think that, oh my God, this is something already invented. There is nothing like that. You know how many brands of cars are coming? Still new brands are coming. Even steel manufacturing companies, cement manufacturing companies are getting tie-up and they're getting into the car market of India. JSW is an example. So don't think that I'm going to invent something that never happened in the world. No. Think of something that is going to help your local people. Then again, financial, I explained that one. Governance, I don't want to say it, but you can help to people to educate on this matter. So these are the key areas in which I have attended in my study. And what I have seen, there are the major areas. One is infrastructure barrier. Not everywhere we don't have internet and connectivity access. So think of a technology where we can work with less data usage. Then knowledge, that is literacy is a big problem. You know, Kerala is a 100% literacy state. Now, can we make an initiative from your college that at least a part of the local administration to which your college belongs to, let's make 100% digital literacy. So these initiatives will help us. So by this we can remove these barriers and management and technology can work together to remove this one. So my appeal to you all, when I gone through this thematic review, what I have seen, we should initiate ourselves to solve real rural problems. And we as academicians, my professors, my researchers, integrate rural innovation into curriculum. It is difficult because we have a defined curriculum. So what you can do, lead your students to go to a rural place, identify a problem, bring on your table and help them to develop that solution. So build partnership. If it is a costly thing, try to get associate with people who give fund and support innovation culture in your academic space. And you students, remember, your thought process should not be getting a degree. Your thought process should be developing solutions. Degree is a must to get recognized, but this degree will not alone help you to make your life. The small things what you do achieve your academic space become big matters. Remember, all the big businesses that happened nowadays all came as startups from universities. So what I want to tell you, think beyond your classroom and theory, and we are here to support you. Even I'll be also part of that. So we have to innovate with usefulness. So I want to recall one thing: promote affordable rural innovation. Go to the villages, what is happening now. Strengthening the digital infrastructure is not our way, that we have to keep away. We don't have that one, but we can build digital literacy and help. We have some peer groups that helps to improve the society, make things that is understandable to common people. See, most of our things are in English, but the local languages, let's make partnerships. Let's associate with governments, other universities, other startups, NGOs and communities, so that we will bring a life. So my call to attendees, all of you, that includes me also, when I present this to you, let's emerging technologies not only remain as ideas, but let me implement as a progression for our rural space. What we develop, let it be inclusive, affordable and transformative. As researchers, as academicians, as students, as innovators and as policy makers, we must work together to develop our villages, solve the real human problem. And our future is the well-being of our rural areas. So let's design for the rural people. Let's begin a direction. Small thing what you do now, small spark that comes to your brain. Let's thinking of it. ചിലപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങളുടെ നാട്ടിലൊരു ചെറിയ ചായക്കടക്കാരുടെ ആയിരിക്കാം ഒരു പ്രോബ്ലം നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ടെക്നോളജി വെച്ച് സോൾവ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുകയാണെങ്കിൽ മാൻ യു ആർ മേക്കിംഗ് എ ചേഞ്ച്. Or it may be a small shop vendor who is struggling for a sales, because now our market space is more owned by supermarkets. അവരെ എങ്ങനെ നമുക്ക് ഹെൽപ്പ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും? സോ ലെറ്റ്സ് മാനേജ് അവർ സെൽഫ് ഫോർ ഇൻക്ലൂഷൻ. സോ ദിസ് ഈസ് വാട്ട് ഐ വാണ്ട് ടു ടെൽ യു ഓൾ, ബിക്കോസ് അവർ വേൾഡ് ഈസ് ഗുഡ് only when the things are better for us. Hope you all can see me. You got well connected with me. If you have some questions to ask, I just give 2 minutes to ask. So over to the conference chair. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, because I am a village boy. I never expected. I studied in a local Malayalam medium school, and I never expected that I will become a researcher. I have around 55 PhD scholars who do research with me, and I write books. So there was a transformative journey, and I'm so thankful to the people around me, because I studied in multiple disciplines. But there was a university in Kampala, Uganda, and there was a chairman, Mr. Wagis Mundamatam, who helped me to come as the academy registrar of this university. You see, the world is like that. What do you think may not happen to you? I should have been a farmer. I say it is not a wrong joke. I should have been a driver. I should have been a mechanic. I should have been a chef. But the initiative what comes in front of you, the spark what comes in front of you makes our life. So attendees, I want to tell you one thing. Don't dissolve yourself. Don't get yourself depressed saying that no, even if I study, even if I do a research, if I am a professor, what is going to happen to me? What is going to happen to you will happen to you. No one can stop that one. But the presence of mind at this moment, when you hear me, when you attend this conference, think, I'm going to do something for my village. I'm going to do something for the unreachable. So that's a note I want to give you. Thanks to you all. Over to the conference chair. If you have something to ask me, you can ask me. Otherwise, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Vikram Saravai Institute. Thank you very much. Greetings from Kampala.
Are you hearing? Are you hearing me, sir?
Okay.
Are you hearing? Some problem is that communication? Are you able to hear me? I am Kangavan. I was listening to a wonderful talk. Your talk has been very illuminating. Your talk has been very much illuminating. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, Professor, I can hear you well.
you can hear me.
Yeah.
A few things have come to my mind. Few things after hearing you. So here at Saravana Institute of Science and Technology, Trivandrum, we have developed several student projects. Several student projects which is useful for the community
Yes, sir.
and for the country. We have developed a process, I am a chemical engineer, we developed a process for converting the waste plastics into petrol, diesel and argon. And this technology, we even handed it over to the local municipal corporation, that is corporation Trivandrum.
Great.
The mayor of the Trivandrum corporation now is contesting elections in Kerala, that is Mr. Prashant. He was very much impressed by the presentation. I said, why don't you set up a factory for converting this thing? We are technocrats, we are educationists, we don't have time to set up a factory. See, the management, and you said, no, how to, this technology that has been developed, it has not come into practice because if you look at the ocean, it is full of waste plastics. The beaches are full of waste plastics. The lakes are full of waste plastics. Because we cannot live without the plastics actually. Plastic has made our life very comfortable. So it is finding usage everywhere. But now the waste plastic in municipalities are facing problem. Not biodegradable. Okay. So this technology is still not taken up very much in the real sense. It has not gone into the field. Another thing is my friend Dr. Kaimal is here. He is the director of the I am the president of the society, and Dr. Kaimal also is here. He has developed a technology for the tabletop airports. Tabletop airports, there is an accident taking place. He developed the technology and he has got patent about this technology for making the plastics and converting plastics into petrol, diesel and cooking gas. Yeah, I am not patent it, I could do the patenting. But why should it be patented? That's what I think. It should be available to all. So the technology should be harnessed. Another important thing is, there was, I hope you will be able to understand, see the technology for converting the waste matter in the rural, in Punjab area. Punjab is an area which is producing so much diesel cooking. And all the waste matter, they are burning it. They are burning the wheat, all the what is in the agricultural waste is burned. And it is producing so much smoke in Delhi, and they are not able to breathe. This is the situation. At the same time, this waste matter can be converted into methanol. There is a technology available, and it is possible they can do it. And in fact, I talked to the SPCL, Industrial Petroleum Corporation. They are also working on that, but it has not taken off well. These are the issues. How to manage that? This is only to inform you. Mr. G.U. Paul, Dr. G.U. Paul, it is a wonderful talk. How we should be able to utilize this technology for the common good.
So
this is things I just came to my mind.
So thank you, doctor. Let me tell you one thing. Thanks for that, because I have seen how you are trying to put recycle economy to make the well-being of the mankind. Now, what I say, if you look at our space in India, you may not get an appeal for everything what we invent. So what I suggest is that, no, it's not only India, because I'm speaking from the continent of Africa. Now, I'm thinking, why can't we have an interdisciplinary project on this matter? See, what you have generated is generated, isn't it? Nobody can take it off. If it is applicable to a location X, then it will be applicable to a location Y. But maybe you have to do some kind of tweaking. See, India, we have a complex administrative system. And as an academician and a researcher and author, we cannot highlight that publicly to everyone, because we have a webbing of many things. So what I suggest you, Professor, let's share our things. Let's share our things together, and we are also pleased to work with you on this kind of research in an interdisciplinary manner. Thank you.
another thing which occurred to be very important, Kerala, in the context of Kerala. Kerala thing in Kerala, the coconuts. Sir, am I hearing you?
Yes, I can hear you, sir. Let me power my laptop. I can hear you well.
Kerala coconut, we are full of coconut trees, but the coconut trees are facing a lot of diseases. About the terminate, it is from the Mandari. And it is causing problem and they are not able to find a solution. This is agriculture has sent a message, the coconut, the yield has come down. It is facing and the coconut farmers in because coconut oil is most important for us. Coconut oil is coconut farmer. So how to solve this problem? These are issues which are, and I think Kramer also wants to say.
Sir, I am also a victim of that because at my place, like 30 years before, we used to get around 3,000 to 4,000 coconuts in 40 days. Now, if I am getting that coconut, I should have bought a Porsche car now. So what happened? Because, we have done a lot of research. But unfortunately, this research, I don't know exactly what happened to it. Even we started putting new seedlings for coconuts, still we are not getting it in a better way. And if it works also in 5 years, it will go off. So I think there is a big change in agriculture landscape has happened due to many reasons. It can be global warming and other areas. So, certain areas, even I am also not confident to speak much on that. But, I see the energy in you all that we are addressing social causes. But there is an extent to which certain areas, even if we have the technology, we cannot get it done through as a, it is a systemic problem. So as I request you all, why can't we think as an intercontinental research and try to approach other institutions and other governments where the thought process, the idea, the knowledge what you have generated, the technology what you have crafted can be used in other places also. So some places, as you know, the prophet is the person who first is being abandoned in his local region. അങ്ങനെയുള്ള പറയാം പ്രവാചകന്മാരെ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കഴിവുള്ളവർ ആദ്യം സ്വന്തം നാട് അവഗണിക്കും എന്നുള്ള പറയാം. So maybe it happens like that. But as scholars, as researchers, as developers, we don't have to feel kept ourselves away. Let's work. If it's not this place, some other place will be there. Let all these things get published. Let's try to get a network and how we can manage the recycling of this economy in a better way, sir. Over to you, doctor. Over to conference chair.
Thank you, sir. Your speech has inspired us like anything. I have Dr. Sai for it, the director of the Sarabhai Institute. Today, how coincidence it is that our people with the 40 delegates have gone to the forest area. So, immediately certain items there, giving current as well as light to their houses. It is known as വീട്ടിലേക്ക് ഒരു വിളക്ക്, വീട്ടിലെ ഒരു വിളക്ക്. That was developed and we are giving to rural area where poor guys are wandering without any light or any water or something like that. There are only around 47 kilometers of here in deep forest with the police has stopped. Now they started, they are going to reach there by 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. They are going to implement what we have developed and they give it to them. Then there will be some light and illegal boat done in the forest area. That is one thing. Secondly, we implemented what you are already taught. That is the telemedicine in Wayanad, rural area. We went there, visited there, saw the poor condition of the people there. We developed a transmitting telescope as well as a telescope, giving them all the guidance and medicine to the rural people who were suffering. These are all some of the things what we have done here. As you have given the idea, we will extend it to other areas also where people need it. Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, professors, because you are doing a wonderful job. and you are going to change this world. Thank you very much. Thank you.
We express our sincere gratitude to Dr. Viju Kaur for the expert session. Your esteemed presence and encouraging words have greatly elevated this occasion. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. I'm signing off. Thank you very much. Thank you.